Ollie here, the infrastructure tutor, and today we're going to talk about one of Microsoft's new best kept secrets, how to get free practice tests for your Microsoft exams. So, in the past, Microsoft always pushed MeasureUp as a practice test provider, and MeasureUp is really, really good. I'm not going to say that it's not. Um, the MeasureUp tests set you back tens of pounds, and they're brilliant for preparing for exams. I still absolutely recommend them, and I think MeasureUp tests are still really, really good if you want to buy a practice test resource. However, recently Microsoft have started including practice tests in their exam study material. So before you would watch a course and you might get a question at the end of a module, which gave you a sample exam question. I'm not saying these questions are in the exams, but they're written by Microsoft. They're very, very similar to exam content. And what you might see is a question about a subject that has several answers which could be answers to actual exam questions which are worded slightly differently to the practice question you're getting. So it's worth running through the practice tests, testing your knowledge. They're also a very good way to sort of gauge how close you are to passing the exam. So to access these tests, as I say, you access them for free. You go to the relevant exams page on learn.microsoft.com. So we'll look at two here, we'll look at the 305 and then we'll look at the 900. We come down to schedule exam, and under schedule exam, we've got take a free practice assessment. It also gives you your previous practice attempts. So you can see here I had a couple of fails, a couple of passes. So you can track how you're sort of progressing in getting closer to the exam. You press that take a practice test button and you get a 50 question practice test. The order of these is randomized. I don't know how many questions are in them, but I've definitely sat more than one and had different questions in one exam which definitely didn't come up in the previous ones. There is a fairly sizable bank of questions that you get asked from, certainly for the 305. The one for the 900 looks slightly different. It's not on the scheduling section. This is on the certification page, not on the exam page. And under here you've got practice for the exam and there's a practice assessment, which again looks very similar, 50 questions. Now, the good thing about these exams is you can use them for revision. So I'm not going to read the question, I'm just going to pick a random answer. Not only do you get told whether the answer is correct when you press check your answer and what the correct answer would have been, you also get given an explanation of why the question is correct, and you get links to Microsoft Learn, which then take you to pages which are relevant for the question. So it's a very, very good way to brush up your knowledge on things that you perhaps aren't so strong on. And also with the recent exam changes that give you Learn access in the exam, if you have a question that you consistently get wrong and you just can't get your head around, just memorize how to get to Learn for this. So say I fail this question every single time. If I know what this Learn page is called and how to get to this page from the Learn portal, I can then open that up in the exam. I can reference what the question is, skim the Learn article, and then go back and hopefully answer the question correctly when I actually take the exam. The 900 exam, very, very similar. You press check, you get whether the answer is correct or not, and then you get why it's correct and a link to the Learn page. So very, very quick video today. I just wanted to sort of flag this, go over the pros and cons of this versus MeasureUp. Obviously, the pro of this is it's free. As I say, a lot of them are very similar to what you might expect from a question in the Microsoft exams. And yeah, they're a really, really good way to test your knowledge, worth looking at. If you've got any questions about any exams specifically, I've been tutoring a lot recently, so I'm sort of offering virtual tutoring sessions on most Microsoft exams. Or I'm happy to just answer general questions about how the exams are worded, how the exams work, what to expect from the exams, and you can see some of that in my other videos. Hopefully this has been helpful. Comment down below if you've got an exam coming up and if you've used this and it's helped. And as always, like and subscribe to help me keep the channel going and help me continue to do what I'm doing. Thank you.